move off. Where is my chip? Okay. There we go. We'll try. Let's make sure that live is actually working. Huh. Chat is still being disconnected on my computer, so looks like we are using my phone as a comment monitor again. Why? Why must you do this? Okay. Fine. Let's see where it is. So, in this video, I'm going to be setting up the I'm going to be setting up my VGA capture setup as well as my old computer, and I'll also try and get the Odyssey2 capture working as well. Okay, so that means I can close this screen. Let me see my moderators, participants, chat. Nope, I can't. Oh well. Well, so yeah, first thing is the computer, and I do want to point out something kind of cool. So my mom suggested that I could put like my pen holder and my headphones on the top of my new shelf over there, which I was planning to use the top for something. And then that would let me, move my desk keyboard retractable space in and out. Hey, it's got showing 2 watching. I'm pretty sure that means another person's here, since it shows 2 on the comment monitor. So, I like the headphones there. That does look nice, especially once I get their side plates back on them. And at the angle that I'm sitting, it doesn't obstruct any of my monitor. The monoprice monitors have a thick bezel. Oh my, what? I did it again. I just need to close my web browser entirely. Fortunately, I don't think I can read anything on there. That was my email. There's also, like, nothing super important on top right now, so we're good. But, so, I'm gonna keep the pen holder here. It's a good position. I can easily put it up if I ever need to retract my keyboard tray, which won't be very often anyways. And then I do like the headphones there, and they don't really obstruct. It is a little bit awkward, they're just barely in the corner there, but it works. If you're looking at it straight on, more like the camera is, not at the same spot that I am, then yeah, they kind of are, but it's just one little corner. It'll work good enough, and I can always move them if I ever have to. So we're going to focus on all the capture stuff that's going in the shelf down there, and setting up the IBM 300 PL. I don't know what PL stands for. I know it's personal computer. Intel Inside Pentium 2. Yeah. So let's, I'm going to move my cup so I'm not going to go in that space there. And then I'm also going to try and get the Odyssey2 capture set up with the, I was about to say the Elgato HD60S, but it's not that. It is the WinTV HVR 950Q TV tuner. So, first things first is this computer. You can move my Wi-Fi dongle for now. And over here we may tidy up the desk a little bit too. Also, I'm actually going to go and put this camera away quickly. We may end up putting up a few things from our tub of things here away. I want to get those have their home and their storage space and stuff put away, so that then I can use that tub to start clearing stuff off of the bookshelf. Actually, no, change of plans. I just realized something. So let me show you guys. All of this stuff right here, like the chair doesn't count because that's going to be here. It will be a different chair at some point. But having all this stuff right here, it makes this main space pretty small and kind of awkward to work in, and it's not going to be there permanently. I was going to put the bookshelf right about where the sound box is, and the bookshelf is not very deep. It's like, how much was it? It was, I don't know, maybe about 10 inches deep, right? So we're looking not very far from the thing, but even then, that's encroaching on this space, and I realized that won't really work. I wanted to do it as like, I'll do it now, and then I'll buy like a different bookshelf or somewhere else to put the stuff. I am thinking that's not going to fly at all. So then what I would do is move and try to put things in the space. Come on. Put things in the space back here. Because I have thought about, come on. So I've thought about putting a thin shelf, not as thin as the one that I just got, but putting a thin but tall bookshelf back there. But I don't know if that would be able to fit all of my clocks or not, and just how that would work. They do make them, so I may actually, just grab some of my clocks and like try and put them side by side on the floor, or just see how many I could fit wide. Because I could actually just get a bookshelf that would fit up on that corner there, not like a corner bookshelf, although that actually would look pretty cool. But I would have a bookshelf just against that wall in that little space there, and that's where my clocks could go. And then I don't know what I would put there, but a bookshelf there isn't a bad idea for actually having some storage space. Or, that's potentially where I could put my shooting galley that I want to build for my foam dart guns. I don't know where all that stuff's going to go. And I could even put my shooting galley, like, mounted on there. That does mean that, like, the door's right behind you, and if you're just standing there doing something by the door that people can't see, I mean, you can always lock the door and make sure people have to absolutely knock when they come in. I don't know. We'll figure that out as it comes. For now, we're turning ourselves towards this. And I'm going to grab another drink really quickly, and then we'll set up the 300 PL and all the good stuff. Okay, so let's actually pan you guys up a bit, because we want to focus on the computer part for now. Move those things over. Okay, so let's look at how our. Okay, so you have the power strip behind there that. I don't know how much better I'm going to be able to cable manage that stuff back there, but it could work. Let's just. So, first, I need to find a. Let's put you guys where my chair is now. Okay. So you're going to be looking at it from this view, and I can stand in front and work on it. So first, this speaker needs to move. Oh, I think I just knocked something. Oh wait, no, that's just part of the cable for the speaker. Okay, we're fine. Alright, the monitor. I'll just set the monitor on the floor. Tape's the best. I got a piece of tape stuck to my shoe. Okay. on. Something is like, oh, there we go. Great. It'd be nice if I could just, actually, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Just a moment, okay. See back. I should actually, if I go back. I just move this stuff. That. And then I can actually kind of rotate the 70s corner. Okay, there we go. Then all I need to do is just move this keyboard and mouse combo. Don't know where this will permanently be stored, but it's going to be connected to the computer. Unless I decide to use one of my other old keyboards for that. So, let's see here. That looks good. Alright. Now I don't have to move the monitor. Yeah, it's a bit dusty on the back here. Should have, yeah, got this rag that's just a bit dirty from all the stuff. Also, I need to grab the brush and scrub in these little channels here on the side. This looks cool, but it just collects dust and dirt. Okay, so I need to grab the Xton 300PL. No, not 300PL. That's the computer. Xton or Xtron, whatever, the VGA splitter. That will let us have a monitor plugged in, as well as a computer plugged in. This is the thing that wouldn't fit exactly flat like I wanted to in our shelf. Let's just tilt you guys down and move you over a bit. Okay, so I'm kind of wanting to have most of this stuff on a single level. Also, I need to stack. There's the yeah, these are gonna have to move temporarily. Okay, I need to just reach back here and grab the Elgato HD60S. Okay. And we need to pull go. Now we have its HDMI cable. No, I thought I did. No, there we go. Come on. Come on. This is more cable than we need, but it's one of the few cables that I have. So this, I am actually going to completely unplug and wrap up with a cable tie. This is going to be going an extremely short distance. So if I ever find a shorter cable, I will do that. And I'm talking like one that I have around here already. Or maybe someday I'll have a little extra money and I'll buy a shorter cable. But like certainly if I need a longer cable, then hopefully I'll remember that I have this one. And I'll buy a shorter cable for this and use this long cable. So let's just . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . Okay. This is relatively long. It's probably going to be... Oh, this might even be... Well, it's a little bit stiff. So maybe it's not going to be a 4-finger... This is almost a whole elbow length wrap. But I do want to try... Hopefully I'm not straining this too much. Okay, I think that's probably going to be enough. Wow, this is definitely thick because this barely reaches around to the other side. So one of the thicker cables that I've wrapped up, but should be good enough. Now I believe, yes. Okay, the HG60S was already plugged into the computer. So we can route this down, move the Radio Shack box for now. We've also got this USB-C cable plugged into the computer for syncing. So, I want the HG60S on the bottom. I don't know. I probably realistically want whatever makes the most heat on the bottom. I might have to have them in 2 separate spots, the 2 shelves. I kind of want to keep the bottom shelf open just for other stuff. This. Also, the audio cable here is... should be fine. It's worked before. It's a cable from one of my V-Moda headphones. So, also the S60S feels kind of like a slightly plastic case. I'm not going to put it on top and keep it looking the nicest. So, put the Radio Shack right there. And I'm also going to need to grab all the right cables for this. The Xtron is biggest, so it kind of makes sense to put it on the bottom, except for it doesn't fit without being turned a little bit. So Radio Shack goes like that. Actually, a vertical Xtron. Oh my goodness, that looks beautiful. There's obviously going to have to be wires sticking off of either side. So I can either have like this. And then this has to... Let's feed... This is actually looking way nicer than I expected. So let's feed those cables through there. And wait a minute, actually, it's still gonna have to be something off of the front, but I believe I'll want the VGA converter box this way, because then I can see the light that's on the front. I should actually change your guys' view, so let's drop you down like that. There, that should be a little better view for you guys to see what's going on. There we go. So, wow, actually, I was going to say we could have this wrap up once more, but there's not enough room with our bundle. Man, I really should get just a really short HDMI cable. Depends on how much they are, though. So I'm just going to check something. Or maybe something local. I'm looking on Amazon right now. Let's see here. This I should be able to show. Short HDMI. 3 feet. Nah, shorter than 3 feet. DuTech 4K HDMI cable to HDMI to HDMI, extreme, thin left, and I don't want thin. 1.5 foot. How about 6 inch? Five. Wait. 0.5 foot. 8, 9, 9. 594. Or a 1 foot. 1 foot actually is probably decent for management purposes. Where is price low to high, please? Just thinking maybe we already have a short, but we don't. These are like extenders, so 2SCOM HDMI cable for audio, video, HDTV, PS3, full short HDMI, male to male. Okay, so I can do... Okay, so there are some options. Here's the first one that looks like it has good reviews. It's the 594 one. 2,639 reviews at 4 stars. Let's just see what the fake spot rating on this is really quickly, because I do have fake spot. So it's got a B rating. Fake spot basically analyzes reviews to tell you if it thinks that they are like fake or possibly paid for reviews. You know, if there's lots of reviews of other things that aren't part of it. And so, there's some other website, I forget which one, but there's some other website where it was like a website that reviews other services and sites, and everyone on there's like fake spot is fake. I don't know who to completely believe. I just know that this is too much cable, too much cable. Well, alright, so they have a B rating. B's pretty good. And I'm sure that it would, you know, work. The other question, too, is what's the shipping on this? Oh, wow. 1 foot is $594. 3 foot, $599. 6 foot is $615, so $103 a foot. 10 foot. Wait, 10 foot is $5? Why does the short one have to be more expensive? I mean, maybe it's not very common, so there's less subsidization. 15 foot is $9.99. 25 is $17.99. 30 is $22.94. 50 foot is $20.22. It's this year. So if I wanted the 1 foot, $5.94. Let's go back to our results really quickly. That is, and that's at 26% sale. Promotion available. Get it tomorrow, the 24th. More like the 23rd or so. Okay, so, you know what? Sure. I'm going to buy now. So let's pan away so I don't actually show any details. Well, actually, first of all, let's see. Fake Spot still says a B rating, so let's do this. Buy it now. I'm just quickly thinking of all the cables we have in my brain, thinking of all the visuals, and we don't have a lot of HDMI cables. There's one I think I have that might be a little bit shorter, but not that short, so. Wait a minute. I have a gift. I have gift card balance of 1716. Huh. I'll have to figure out where that came from because I don't remember. Well, okay, apparently maybe I returned something, but no, it should go back on your card though. Okay, so that's been purchased. Oh, look. I don't know if you guys will see. There's a little bit of a spider web on the monitor cord. So, question is, do we wait for... I mean, it won't be till tomorrow, so we can get the rest of the setup done. And we can test it using this cable. So I won't put this cable in there permanently. All right, let's just minimize Firefox. Right. Okay, so, all right. So we have, well, we will wire this up for testing, so that goes there. That goes there. Then we slide that back in along with our X-Ton. We have an absolutely massive cable right there that makes the HD60S one fold backwards. Also, we need to route the power cable. Through that. Okay. All right. Pull this all the way through. Behind computer monitor. You know, I may want a separate power strip for this because I've always like unplugged the VGA converter when it's not being used. I'm sure it doesn't use a lot of power. I just did it because I wanted to extend its longevity. But I mean, with the IBM computer, maybe a separate power strip, then the one that I already have is going to be fine for that, or maybe I'll always want it. I mean, I can just have it always on. If I need to, I can reach back and just unplug the VGA converter. But, okay, let's bring... Okay. Alright, it has now been plugged in, and we can't see anything because the HD60S, there it is, little red LED indicator. Sweet. So the 60S is plugged in. So now I need now we can actually route the monitor as well as the Xton plug. So let's see this. All right. So this should be the VGA plug for the Xton. Okay. This comes around here. So, right up against the wall that I cannot see. Let's see, I believe that is the VGA plug. If I ever needed more than one machine, so, okay. If I need more than one machine ever hooked up to this, I can always, I could get like a VGA, not a splitter, a switch box, and switch which input's going in. I can also just swap out where the cables are plugged, because like if I'm ever using my old Dell laptop with this setup, that won't need to go into the splitter because it has its own screen. That would just go directly into the VGA converter. I also need to plug in the other cable for this keyboard and mouse. Purple. Which I think would go into the keyboard port. Because it's got the D-sub 9-pin connector, which I think is the mouse. And then purple for the keyboard port with the PS2 port. Okay. Alright, and then we also have, this computer does have 2 USB ports. One of those has a Logitech USB extender hooked up to it, which that should be able to just run that can run around here like this. So if I ever need to plug something in via USB, I can. Let's undo our monitor's cable. Okay, this comes. Okay. Question. Am I going to want it full? Okay, so this doesn't need to be the full length, but I feel having it bunched up, like, or curled up just a little bit would potentially cause a lot of weight off the back. Kind of like how our HD60S was being tilted back. So I'm just going to have that dangle down off the back. And then that can go into our local monitor spot. Yeah, I just had the thought, whoa, what if I need a different monitor plugged into here? Because I'm using a different computer, and I don't know, yeah, old computers use the CRT. And it's not like I would ever desperately need to switch or anything. And so I would then just switch which cable the computer is going into. Alright, so now I need to grab a VGA cable. Wonder what short VGA cables go for, because this is a case where I could use a short one, although I do have, and I don't know how long this is, but I do have this VGA cable here. Let me see what else I have in my drawer. Pretty sure I don't have anything shorter. No. Okay. Well. This is also a case where not only would it like save money to use my own VGA cable instead of buy one, also like this VGA cable isn't going to really have use anywhere else, most likely around here. Whereas the HDMI cable could, and so then like why would I buy a new short VGA cable? Let's look at the short VGA. I got some VGA USB-C adapters, no thank you. 10 foot, that's too long. We need to go by low to high. $1. Tattoonly Super Gelix high definition 15 pin VGA D sub DB15 short cable cord male to male. Wait, is that right? Okay, yeah, that is right. Male to male. There's a VGA to DVI. Short 17 inch. That doesn't seem very short. I wear oh, there's where I put my mom's tape measure. How long is 17? somewhat short. It's yeah, that's about, that's a little over 1.5 foot. How long is the one that I have? Looks like the one I have is over 5.5. And flexible. 6 foot. 6 foot's too long. I'm sorry. 17. We got short VGA cable, 1.5 foot. So that's the same as this 17-inch one. Only one review on it though, but it looks like the same color and stuff as this one. I'm sure it'll work just fine. September 15th through October 6th. That is just dismal shipping times, especially not having like any reviews. It's only $189 plus $2.99 shipping, so that's like over $4. I'm just doing very rough numbers here. I'm not super great at math. Yeah, that would be 3. Closer to 5, actually. So it's actually about, well, I am going to be exact. So 189, 2, 488. So that's 488. This one's $4.98 in free shipping, so it's 10 cents more for free shipping. So I would just as soon go with like something like this. Now, if these are 1.5 foot 2-pack, see what their fake spot rating is. Oh wow! Also, the one that's the 2-pack has free 1-day shipping with Prime, so it would arrive here tomorrow supposedly. Whereas August 26th through August 30th is the shipping for the single pack one that's 17 inches, so like 1 inch longer than the 2-pack one. And you got the thin 6 foot. I don't need a 6 foot one. So everything points towards this 2-pack being a good deal. A good deal. Sweet, plug and play, blah, blah, blah. You know, actually, something that surprised me was that VGA can actually carry, other than just a video signal, it has a little bit of data lines on there as well. Because when I first plugged in the VGA to HDMI adapter into the IBM computer, Windows, I think it's 98, maybe it's 99, either way, it was like, we're installing drivers and stuff. Wait, you're what? What for? Oh, it's picked up the VGA adapter? Huh. So yeah, VGA can carry data. Excuse me. So, this actually looks pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and purchase it. Just making sure that I feel it's the right decision, and because I'm still not like working at a place yet. I can go back to one, and I will eventually. I'm just having so much fun doing this that I kind of don't want to, but yep. Oh, and I still have the gift card on here, which, I mean, it's a gift card for Amazon, so if it was from, like, a return or something, I don't know, like, what else I'm going to do with it, so we all good in here. Perfecto. Alright, so we have a short HDMI cable, and we have a short VGA cable coming. For the test, we'll use the cables that we have, and hope that those other ones come, like, tomorrow, like they said. Oftentimes, it doesn't come exactly when they say, which is fine. It comes like a day or so later. And the thing that bothers me that I really wish they would update is like, your item is going to be delivered by 10 p.m. tonight. Oh, your item is still going to be delivered by 10 p.m. tonight. Well, look, 10 p.m. is in like 3 minutes or half an hour. I highly doubt that it's going to be delivered. Or it's 10:30. There's no way that it's coming. Oh, it still says your item is going to be delivered by 10 p.m. I wish, like, closer to 10 or at 10, if it's not there, then they would say, we're sorry, your item has been delayed and will arrive shortly, hopefully the next day or so, something like that. I wish they would say that. Okay. So for now, and I think since this is just going to be for testing purposes, I'm not going to screw it in. Although, there was something funny in this was a Linus Tech Tips video. They were doing some stuff for their server. And then they had like a computer there for testing purposes and stuff. And one of his guys was screwing in a VGA cable. And he's like, what are you doing? I'm screwing in the VGA cable. You don't screw in a VGA cable. It takes too much time. And blah, blah, blah. And then later on, the computer wasn't working. And then they found out it's because the VGA cable had come unplugged. I'm like, oh, why didn't you screw it in? Or something like that. Or maybe he didn't say that. I forget exactly what, but you guys get the idea. So, next, the VGA comes in here, like this. I think aside from just having a little bit of, audio. I was going to say, aside from some power to the Xton, we're done. Oh, and the computer, but there's also something weird about the I'm going to put this under, actually. There's something weird about the VGA HDMI adapter. There's certain parts of the Windows boot up that won't show, and I can like cover this in another video, but like some of the boot up doesn't show until you're in Windows, and then like when you turn it off, and then the computer will display this thing that says it is now safe to turn off your computer. Because old computers, like Windows would shut down, and then you had to physically press the power button and turn off your computer. It'll say that won't show up through this adapter. So fortunately, we're using a splitter and going to its original display too. Because also when I'm playing on there, I probably want like authenticity. So that looks absolutely horrendously horrible, but there's no way that we can get it with having cables around the front. Like Xton, why did you think it was a good idea to have 2 cables on front and 2 on back? Especially with how you have this permanently wired in VGA cable. Couldn't you just have that in the back, off to the side somewhere, and then put the power over there? Like, even if the box had to be slightly longer, sure, I get it. However, actually, they might have been wanting it as like you have one end, then accessible for, what's the word? Yeah, they might have been wanting it as them, oh no. Oh, whoops. That's why. I was wondering why it didn't fit properly, but it's because this cable went down the side and got smushed there. They might have wanted it so that you have the 2 plugins accessible so you can switch whichever monitor or projector is plugged into it. maybe it was designed for easy access to some of the ports on one side. I'm not sure. Anyways, that looks kind of like a hideous mess of cables, but it's going to look a lot nicer in the next couple of days once we get our proper cables hooked up. This needs to be out, plugged back in. Okay, that looks good. And both of those plugs are plugged into the Xton. So now we need to give power to the Xton, which that means you guys won't be able to see. Well, actually, let's try something here. Let's just try. Man. I actually don't think, because I could go really high, but then you wouldn't be able to see back over there. I can't shoot behind there and work behind there, so you guys are gonna get this. Just minimize that. So I need, there should be a, wait, is it not? Oh, no, that's right. The power cable for the Xton is not in there. Well, actually, here is a power cable. So is that power cable the one for the IBM? I need to see if the IBM has. I don't think the power cable for the IBM is back. Oh, is it? Actually, it is. Okay, great. Because there was a white power cable that I had to borrow from here for use with the projector, because the one with the projector was just supposedly put away with the other cables right when it was taken down from the ceiling, like instantly. And like, I'm gonna need that. Because we used a projector on our family reunion that was at recently. So let's see. Next. Alright. Okay, next. We might actually end up putting the power brick for the Xton on the bottom because this thing has a brick. This thing is permanently wired into the Xton. Just take your standard PC power connector, whatever this one is called, I don't know. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So yeah, this could go on the bottom. Especially if I don't need to put anything on the bottom right now, and if I don't need anything that's going to be... Yeah, this is going to have to go on either the bottom, or it could go on the top behind my headphones. Let's actually put those back up for just a second and see how much space real estate we have. Because I'm just worried that being on the bottom, the power cord won't reach. But let's try that. And I mean, you know, I can always go grab. You can always go grab a longer power cable. All right. Feed this up through. Actually, I think this will reach with it on the bottom there. And this feeds behind the monitor. Whoops, angles down over the monitor. I have to be careful. Really careful actually. The monitor's fine, but there was one time that I was winding up an HDMI cable. I was wrapping it around my arm, and I was going kind of quickly, and then the end of the cable like flew up and smacked our TV downstairs. So now there's a tiny little scratch in one corner. I haven't thought about that in years. It's not like super noticeable when we're watching TV, which is good, but I am sorry that I did that, and I never expected for that to happen. Alright, so then this... There is a faint, high-pitched hum. Might just be my Samsung. No, it doesn't look like my Samsung. Unless the hum is present, like, period, with, well, like... I don't know what it is. Maybe I'll have to try putting on my headphones and sticking my microphone back there and pointing it at stuff. It's only noticeable when I'm right there, though, so that seems to be fine. Okay, so the X-Ton is now plugged in. Oh, and we have green LED on the X-Ton. Man, that is, that's so messy. I'm glad I ordered those two short cables. There's no way to get around some of these cables being long and like this, but hey. And the X-Ton, I believe it was something where like someone recommended it to LGR on his video about VGA setup, which, you know, I'm going to have a video explaining this setup and showing it off. It'll be like a nice edited something, or if not edited, at least shorter. And okay, so now that that has been set up, I need to plug in the computer next. And then we should actually be good to go for a test capture. Woohoo! Alright, here is the computers. Power cable. And that will just run over and plug into the same power brick. Okay. Computer should be booting up. I don't know if it's just old computers do that when you plug them in, or if the CMOS is bad. Oh, actually, wait, no, it's not. It's the weird where it starts to boot up, but then it doesn't. Let's, come on, fire up the IBM 300 PL. There we go. This computer came from a dentist's office, and then it was in the possession of our old renters next door, and then it's now in the possession of our, well, me obviously, but so it went from the dentist's office to them. I thought it would be like, oh, it's from a dentist's office, like a super high-end, top-of-the-line, maxed-out spec computer, but they just needed it for word processing back in like the 90s or whatever, writing out some basic patient file documents and stuff. Then they wouldn't need it to be super fancy and powerful. And I know it's not super fancy and powerful because of the CD drive. Couldn't handle the neighborhood on this thing. Oh, we also need to plug in the CRT, which I'm gonna need a power cable for that. Let me go grab that. Alright, now we have a power cable for the monitor. That plugs in that. This is a little longer cable than some of the others, so I may choose. There's this one going to plug in, and we just about used up all the slots on our thingy here. So actually, let's see, it needs to be. Actually, you know what? Instead of winding up, well, no, this can be partially wound up through this cable. So actually, what I need to do then is take the end that plugs into our power source over here. And then this end, so then with this end, I can then know how much of a wind up it gets. Say, okay, I'm going to say about like that. Alright. Then we plug that into our monitor. There's that sound of the magnets or whatever, the laser firing up. Woo! Alright. We got power. We have computer. Let's actually just raise you guys up. So we're looking straight on to our monitor. Let's, nope, I cannot change the focus. Well, is the keyboard working? Probably because the computer didn't complain. Old computers would complain about that, and like, I don't fully understand why. Maybe for the super old ones, keyboard was used more than mouse, so yeah. But newer computers, it's like 50% of my input is going to be by mouse. Why are you making me use keyboard? But let's just see. Hit enter. There we go. Yeah, there's that. It's not the best speaker, but it's really good for an inbuilt speaker in a computer. I love that. I love it a lot. It'll probably just be the speaker for that computer. Okay. Alright. So if we got that working, Let's see, does the mouse? Yes, the mouse works. A bit dusty, but it works. Do I have... looks like we need to adjust. Is it V center? Nope, that's the vertical center. Vertical size. Wait. Horizontal center. There we go. Wow. Quite a bit of... I think that looks good. Very nice. I'm just trying to think, is there anything... what I actually want to do is go to my documents. Do I have anything on here? Ah. That's loud. Actually, turn that down. Ooh. Also, there's a weird flash that's kind of hurting my eyes a bit. Why? No, maybe it's how I'm sitting to the monitor. Let me... If I raise my chair up so I'm more level with this thing. That's not... Yeah, you guys aren't seeing it, but I'm seeing this very weird, uncomfortable flash. Why? It's only with the white, though. That's zoom. Okay, leave zoom the way it was. Those all look fine. That actually looks a little better with it being warm. What about if we would go to the 9300? With the 9300, it does look... Wow, that's a very thin scan line if I've ever seen one. Also, camera trying to focus there. Let's try... So 65. 65 is a warmer color. Not quite... Wait, what? 63 versus... 93 is higher, so it's bluer. Isn't 65 closer to sun? 65 isn't as bad as on the eyes. What if we go back to user color? What if we just do a 50-50? That looks... It's not as bad on my eyes. Oops. I don't know. $65. Huh. Let me try not looking at a white background. So it's just the white that's a little sickening, this color, but I think everything else looks fine. Now let's go back. And we determined that I do not have any music. Yeah, those are the default playlists. Pretty cool that they have that stuff built in there anyways. I'm gonna see... actually, oh wait, I should be able to play something off of there really quickly, and then I'm also opening up OBS on my new computer for a quick test there. We want to eject my SanDisk flash drive. And this reminds me, Linus was talking on a WAN show recently how someone gave him a USB storage device, and or not recently, but when he was younger, and like every time he went to the library Windows 98 or something computer, he had to reinstall the drivers because it would always wipe after each session from whatever people had done. And he had like a CD or something with the drivers for it, and then he could copy files and do stuff. But every single time, it seems weird to think that once upon a time you absolutely needed drivers for a USB drive. I mean, you kind of do now. Okay, that's good. Oh, still installing hardware. You know, what if I take this color temperature? It's better the redder it gets, but I don't want it to be too red. I don't know, man. Wow, that just looks really blue. Fine, we'll go with this warm 6500K temperature. That looks nice. Doesn't hurt my eyes. So from here, we should be able to go to, they don't have the side pane like modern Windows. It's been a while since I've used this computer. We want to go to movable disk E. We need to find the music main folder. Find music. I'm trying to find. Listen to Hoka's Wave. Let's see. There's more bass. Let's play that again. Oh, that must be an online feature. Yep. Definitely better with more bass turned on, but like I said, it's okay. It could use a little more bass. I will probably try and have this hooked into my other, sound system. Because I think even some basic computer speakers from back in the day, like some actual side dedicated, just cheap little speakers, might have been a little better. But, so as a final thing here, because this is the VGA capture setup, thank you very much, we need to test something here. So first of all, I need to move my mouse over, lower myself so I'm more comfortable to work. And we need to enable the HD60S, which is displaying right here. Shrink this chat down just a little bit. So that looks pretty good. Actually, one thing that we can do, though, is... So the full entire capture of the 60S is... Let's check that setting really quickly. I know you guys aren't seeing much exciting here, so maybe I'll take this stream out and swap to a stream here, but let me just do the properties. Resolution, device default. Probably want a custom resolution. Of 1920 by 1080, because it does do 1080p. We got 1024 by 768, so that's like a weird variant of 720p. Okay. Wow, is that? Okay, that actually makes sense. Looks a little bigger and nicer, but that makes sense because we're running on a 1440p resolution for that. Oh, also, did I do... Was it tab? Control. Nope. Was it Alt? Yeah, Alt is trim. So right now I have my 60S setting trimmed. And we could trim the other side too if we wanted to. But the nice thing about this is this gives me more room for stuff on the side. And I have it in the same scene here, just because there's not an easy way to switch between capture and stuff. So, like, if I open that up, there's me on my webcam, and then I can, with my Stream Deck, just be like, I want to show myself for a moment, so I can do that. You can't do it if there's multiple scenes, and I don't know a way. I haven't figured that out. I don't think there is a way. Stop playing. So, I have a lot of stuff in one scene for now, and I just turn off and on what I like. It would be nice if it had its own setup and scene, because, well, the reason being... Oh. The reason being, I can go like this, and then I have my 4.3 content over there, and then I can go like this, and you get a much larger face view of me if I have a guest, because there's just enough room that you could maybe fit 2 people inside of that webcam space if needed with this. And the angle and stuff can be adjusted too, but I like that about this sort of a thing. Does OBS? Yes, OBS does have an undo. That's really nice. So it'd be nice if it had its own set, but, yeah. Anyways, thanks so much for watching this setup video, guys. I'm going to take it out here. There's still a few little things I'm going to tweak and do, but I think we're beyond the important... Oh, wait. Actually, no. Odyssey capture. I want to do that really quickly. I forgot. So we need this. I don't think I have any more USB ports on the back of my computer. Whew. So I might have to take up one of my front USB. Oh, no. This is not good. Okay. This is a case where I actually move that, and then I just slide slide my keyboard underneath there. Okay. Then, with that tucked away, I can then go like this. And I can carefully pull this computer out some, probably about as far as I can pull it out without tugging on anything. Let's see, I'm going to need to take my camera, my phone actually. I'm going to have to lose the stream for a moment, open up my camera. Let's flip it around to selfie cam. Okay. Also need to turn off the selfie feature. So we have our motherboard. Darn it! I need to get a different cable. This keeps coming unplugged on my drive every time I mess with this. Nope, that's not. I can't see. Add a bigger display, maybe I could, but nope. Okay. So there I can just barely see. So, oh no, there is a USB slot. And it's so there's a USB slot down. 1, 2, 3 USB. So is there another? The motherboard has 4 slots. That's an HDMI. So there is one more slot left on there. Let me see what motherboard I have quickly. Oh wait, no. Okay, it's the H11OM. It has it has 6 USB ports? I'm only using 4. Let's go back to my stream. I think I'm only using 4. Where's the other 2 then? Because no. So there's 2. So wait, are those them? Well, let's see. So those would be the USB 3 ports, right? Oh, it does. Okay, so my external drive can go back to that USB 3 port. We also just lost signal from our HD60S, but I am moving and bending and plugging things, and I'm trying to just wait. So. Yeah, also, I'm just realizing too that, oh boy, yep, let's plug the Note 8 in. So that you don't die on this. 28% charging, sweet. So, for this, ooh, I need to see about moving some of my ports. So what does this go to? That's my keyboard cable. Yeah, what are you doing plugged into the USB 3 card? You don't deserve USB 3. You get a USB 2 port up on the motherboard. And then at this point, since I'm plugging in another thing and it should only be USB 2. Right? Yeah, it looks like it's only USB. That means next we grab one of our USB extender cables, which I think I mentioned in a previous video how I lost one of these. So I actually have both of them now. It's really nice. So you get question, will this be long enough? Well, we'll find out in a moment, and we'll grab a longer one if we need to. So I believe okay. Does it plug in the other way then? Yep, it does. Okay. This could actually be long enough because I don't have to consider the length of the cable that will be coming from the TV. Okay. Okay. So then I believe plug our hard drive back in. Sorry you got accidentally unplugged. We can then scooch our computer back into place there. I'm going to close and restart OBS to make sure that our HD60S will pick up again. Nope, it's just showing black. That's also not good that you guys just got yanked out of the tripod. Let's reroute your cable up and over. We need to troubleshoot this. Okay. That gave a flash. That means we are getting some kind of power to it. Also, why does OBS not have a S? So let's turn. This is just. Well, let's see. What if we picked a different device? And here's our. Well, does that mean something else in the setup decided? Oh, duh, the VGA cable came unplugged in the front. This is only temporary. There we go. I will screw that in though, just because it's come unplugged like that. Okay. Alright, so, we need the Win TV goes into here. Now, probably want the Win TV to run. Alright, now let's move you guys. This is then where I reach back and I unplug the cable for my TV and stuff. So that then I can I should move my Dell computer that's back there to somewhere else. I just squeeze back here. Yeah, the Dell, it's sort of okay. I would like to move it though. Okay, so then, yeah, where is the H? Okay, perfect. We screw that in. And it plugs back into the USB extender. Excuse me. And then I come out from behind there. Actually, wait, first I grab plastic bag. Okay. Then plug our power supply back in. Okay, I may try and reroute that cable around the back, but alright, now we can quickly see if that has been set up properly. Man, I'm just thinking right now about, like, every once in a while Linus will roast people's setups. I want him to roast my setup. Like, seriously, that's... I'm gonna have to go online and get WINTV 8. I want 8.5. I think they're up to 10 now, but in order to get 10, you have to get like activation. It doesn't come like this. No, that's WinTV. I need WinTV 8. I said 8. Why do you say 8.5? Receivers. Software. No, I don't want to buy now. I do not want WinTV 10. I'm sure that it's better, fancier. What about the previous? I just need a license, no win. Take me back to Google. Let's double check about WinTV 9 though. Not finding anything for WinTV 9, so 8.5. Activation codes. If you have one of the following products, a hot page, WinTV HVR 850, WinTV 950, the original cluster, you must use WinTV 8 or WinTV 10. WinTV 8.5 does not support these products. Well, that's not on this page. Let's try WinTV 10. The reason I need this is to tune the tuner to the right thing. All hot page, WinTV, analog, and digital TV tuner products, blah, blah, blah. let's just run this installer and see if I should have the WinTV7 installation disk, which I believe lets you update. Wireless adapter. Aha. WinTV7, because this is like okay. So let's first of all try installing WinTV7. Nope, I don't care. I do not need to scan. Okay. Worst case, this will get me up and running, but oh, good point, because I realized I also don't have an antenna hooked up to this setup, so WinTV isn't gonna, help with much. So I'll worry about new WinTV later. English, please. Okay. After you restart. Woohoo, okay, I'll have to restart my PC to do this, which if I'm gonna have to do that, I'm gonna cut the stream, but let's install. Since I'm actually done with the Windows 98 machine, come on. Oops, wrong keyboard. Okay, so since I'm done with the 98 machine, I am going to actually shut it down. So we have less heat. And this will be a good show of the VGA. Yeah, see? This doesn't show up. Now it's safe. So we just go like that. Then we can turn off HD60S from our capture. Should be working. Oh, hi. Yes. Don't. Because I'm not using Edge or whatever the heck. Or Internet Explorer 11. Yeah, woo. So they're actually recommending WinTV 8. Did I download that already? No, I just have a WinTV 10. So we need to download the WinTV 8 setup. I would like to save it. It's cool that actually Internet Explorer still like runs. Because I think if they made it just not run, it would break a lot of stuff. We're also having a little bit of choppiness on the stream. Is it just the Wi-Fi is having issues? I don't know. Okay. Let's open up our folder. Yes. You know, that security thing that every once in a while comes up with stuff on Windows, and it's like, aren't you sure you want to allow this program to make changes to your computer? It's like, yes, it comes up a lot of times, or maybe not recently, but and sometimes it comes up for the task manager, and it's like, are you sure you want Windows Task Manager to make changes to your computer? Windows Task Manager is a Windows program. Windows. You shouldn't have to be asking if you want one of your own programs to modify yourself. But after a while, I realized, well, what if someone maliciously got onto your computer and was trying to change stuff? We can exit that because we're installing WinTV 8. Because you can't remotely click on that dialog. Only a local mouse can do that. So it's an added security measure in that regard. We are installing WinTV 8. And while that's installing, we can actually set up the Odyssey2 for our final little test of this 2-hour-long stream of setup and stuff. Just pick a random game. We'll grab Demon Attack right here. Oh, whoops. Need to turn that power strip on. Ooh, the colors do not look right. There we go. That's a little better. Still a bit fuzzy, you know. Make it darker is a little better. Oh, we're actually seeing a bit of the smearing. That's a bit too dark. I mean, need to clean that. Need to clean that pot. Oh, wait, that's the other player. Alright, I'll let them kill me. Right, check WinTV 7 CD. Alright, we got like... Huh, it says time remaining, and that's actually going up. That's weird. Should be going down. Yeah. Oops, let's see, we need to bring you like this, yeah. The time remaining on there is going up. It's weird. It's 45 seconds. We are almost done. Almost done. Yay! Okay. So, next thing we do is we find WinTV 8. We open it up and we see if it's gonna have to search for channels. We're just gonna search for analog for now. I can sources antenna. So, if we're lucky though, this should just pick up channel 3, and then we can tune the tuner to channel 3, and then when we open it up in OBS, it'll show up as such. Yay, 3 analog. We want to stop the search because you're not going to find anything else. 3 is the only thing in the area right now. Start watching TV. That's actually easy. I don't even have to tune it to channel 3. Okay. Now we can close WinTV. We'd like to add a video source to our OBS. And it's going to be a video capture device. WinTV. Okay, it's the WinTV. WinTV 950 HVR capture. And then we want to expand this out. Ah, sweet. I mean, yeah, there's a bar on one side for some reason. Also getting a bit of static. Let's just see. That's really loud for those noises. Let's turn those down some. I'll have to mess with this as far as the stream goes. It's also looking really blurry, fuzzy. I'm going to mess with this outside of the stream. It's been streaming long enough anyways. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys in whatever's next. Bye. Oh, don't forget, if you like any of this stuff, if you're excited for studio setup, the usual, like, subscribe, share with your friends and family, patreon.com/culture101. See you guys in whatever's next.